Good morning. Welcome to the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. I'm James Hake. Jesse will be live in just a moment. Top of the first hour news for Thursday, October 17th, 2019. Drudge reports Elijah Cummings is dead. Wow. Whoa. AP headline. Powerful Democratic Congressman Elijah Cummings has died. That was not real power. That was fake power. Maryland Representative Elijah E. Cummings, a sharecropper's son who rose to become the powerful chairman of a U.S. House committee that investigated President Donald Trump, died early Thursday, 2:45 a.m. They were mourning already, of complications from long-standing health issues, according to his office. He was 68. Young. Oh gosh, listen to AP. Cummings was a formidable orator, not, who passionately advocated for the poor, not, in his black majority district, which encompasses a large part of Baltimore, crime and rat-infested city, as President Donald Trump called it recently, as well as more well-to-do suburbs. Cummings versus Trump. As chairman of the House Oversight and Reform Committee, Cummings led multiple investigations of the president's governmental dealings, including probes in 2019 related to the president's family members serving in the White House. Trump responded by criticizing the Democrats' district as a rodent-infested mess where no human being would want to live. Following his calls, the comments came weeks after Trump drew bipartisan, meaning rhino, condemnation from his calls for progressive Democrat congresswomen of color to get out of the U.S. right now and go back to their broken and crime-infested countries. Good man, Trump. Cummings replied that government officials must stop making, quote, hateful, incendiary comments, unquote, that only serve to divide and distract the nation from its real problems, including mass shootings and white supremacy. Okay. Those are in the highest levels of the government, this is a quote, must stop invoking fear, using racist language, and encouraging reprehensible behavior. That's what Cummings said in a speech at the National Press Club. Cummings' long career spanned decades in Maryland politics. He entered the State House in 1983. He rose through the ranks of the Maryland House of Delegates before winning his congressional seat in a special election in 1996 to replace former Representative Kwesi Mfume, who left the seat to lead the NAACP. Cummings chaired the Congressional Black Caucus from 2003 to 2004, and Cummings was an early supporter of Barack Obama's presidential bid in 2008, of course. By 2016, Cummings was the senior Democrat in the House Benghazi Committee, which he said was, quote, nothing more than a taxpayer-funded effort to bring harm to Hillary Clinton's campaign for president. Democrat shill. Now he was doing that to Trump. Remember the Freddie Gray riot in 2015 when the death of black Baltimore resident Freddie Gray sparked the worst riots the city had seen in decades, at least? Cummings was in the streets carrying a bullhorn and urging crowds to go home and respect a curfew. That's nice. He spoke at Freddie Gray's funeral, though, and he asked all lawmakers in the church to stand up to show Gray's mother that they would seek justice for her son. Ridiculous. May this reporter, James Hake, remind you that Freddie Gray was a drug dealer who ran from the cops. He said, quote, at this funeral, I want justice, oceans of it. I want fairness, rivers of it. That's all I want. That's all I want, Cummings said, supposedly quoting from the Bible. And AP's kissing up. Throughout his career, Cummings used his fiery voice to highlight the struggles and needs of the inner city residents. He was a firm believer in much debated approaches to help the poor and addicted, such as needle exchange programs, as a way to reduce the spread of AIDS. Disgusting. His death, he had a medical procedure, not a mental procedure, that he said would only keep him away for a week. He had previously been treated for heart and knee issues. His widow, Maya Rockymore Cummings, a chairwoman of Maryland's Democratic Party, said that Congressman Cummings was an honorable man who proudly served his district and the nation with dignity, integrity, compassion, and humility. He worked until his last breath because he believed our democracy was the highest and best expression of our collective humanity and that our nation's diversity was our promise, not our problem. I'm James Hake. Now on to Jesse.
The Hake Report. La, la, la. Report, the Hake Report, la la la.